It's the JT Cho Show! Welcome back to another episode of the JT Show.
Saw it.
I'm your host, JT, with my co-host, Cut. That was the cat.
Cat's doing weird
Shout
shit.
out to these golf koozies we got from our scramble today.
Oh,
We'll talk all about it.
Pro Services,
Um,
Pipe Systems.
while the open's going on over there at St. Andrews, we had our own little scramble today.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Fun scramble. We've been looking forward to a scramble. First time wearing these.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not yet.
And not a sponsor either, but we got these.
Oh yeah.
Got these sponsored Duke's Well Service polos. They were pretty so thank you, Duke's, for sponsoring us.
It was a great fucking time.
This is the first time I've ever played a scramble where I've been sponsored to play.
Yeah.
So I paid nothing for the
We're basically professional golfers. We were paid to play.
yeah, I mean somebody paid me. Not the drive though, not with today's gas prices.
No.
But they paid me to come up and play some fucking golf.
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
It rained.
A lot of missed opportunities, but we parred out.
A lot of missed opportunities. I think that's the theme of the day. Missed opportunities.
Missed opportunities, but we parred out. We had the opportunity to go at least 10 under.
Yeah.
We just missed long putts.
We
couldn't make a long putt.
12 foots, 14, 16,
Not a single one of them went in.
Yeah.
A couple of lip outs.
Had some drives though.
Oh yeah. You had some drives.
Bombing today.
You had some drives. There were a lot of dogleg lefts.
Another thing that was funny too is sometimes as the fourth person who always goes in a scramble who gives, you get to have monster drives because you get that opportunity.
You get the opportunity to smack the shit out of it. Yeah.
So that makes 100% sense right there. But there were a couple holes where
we strategically placed you in the back end just in case.
Yes.
Like if one of us came up with a safe down the middle shot, which it actually happened most of the time.
Only twice. And
only twice did we absolutely need you to have a good shot.
Yeah, only one of them was true. The one was in the fairway. It was just not a very far shot. And I still was like, nah, fuck it. I've been hitting bombs all day. So I'm like 7 for 10 at this point, whatever. Just sending them.
A lot of dogleg lefts.
A lot of them.
I had a lot of straight drives today too. My drive was working pretty good.
Yeah, and you even had your mysterious
the mysterious draw. And I tried to swing through my shoes and I got a nasty draw. I guess you call it a hook, but
yeah, we had Tim out there today with us. Shout out to Tim for playing with us. Very, very good golfing with you.
Good golfer.
Wearing loafers.
Wearing with no spikes. They're like little
spikes.
Cowboy loafers.
They're like Skechers loafers.
Yeah, they look like half cowboy boots. Like someone chopped like the leg piece off of a cowboy boot.
And he was golfing with the best of us.
Golf fine.
He was
just
great.
Fine. He'd probably beat me in a hole in 18.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Great.
He doesn't have a long ball, but it's for the most part.
He's got your 2, 3, 4 shots.
Yeah,
he's got the rest.
His approach shots are really good.
Yeah, that's how you win the game. Like,
it's all about the short game.
I outdrove you. Yeah, cool, man. What'd you shoot?
Exactly. It's all about the short game.
That was my problem growing up in golf. I know this is only our 108th episode, and I wish I would have started this earlier. But if the JT showers, if you would see my golf game 10 years ago, you would not have a good time golfing with me.
Same.
Only because not because I had a bad attitude, only because we spent more time looking for the ball than you did golfing.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have a sand wedge until I was like 24 years old. And
that's
so
a tough life to live.
And
you need a sand wedge.
It didn't come with the starter set. I finally got I got a beginner set.
My grandpa made sure I had a sand wedge in mine. He bought an extra one. I had a thing of Cobras. They were left in New Mexico, actually.
My very first set, I got a Jack Nicklaus Golden Bear set. Came with a driver, 3 wood.
Solid set.
Came with a 4 or 5. I know came with a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and pitching. That's it. I took the Ram. I had a Ram set before that I bought from like a garage sale with like 4 clubs that were left-handed.
Yeah.
I had a 4-iron from a Ram.
It is tough to find lefty clubs too.
Yeah, and 16 years old, I didn't have a fucking job, so like I literally
not
went
gonna pay for new ones. That's for damn sure.
I got like 5 clubs for like $20 from a garage sale, and
it's not a bad deal.
And then I didn't go out very often, but at least I got to dick around. So then I got the Golden Bear set. I eventually bought a lob wedge, didn't use it. Finally got a sandwich after that, and then 2 years ago, I was like, I want to get good with my lob, and I'm not great with it. But in 2 years, I'm much better with it than I was in 8 years with it because I never practiced with it. And that's Brad's problem. Brad's problem is he bought a new club and he never practices with his sand wedge.
Yeah, doesn't go to the range.
And he's sweeping every time he just got to hit the ball.
With hitting a lot of scullies. He's lifting up a lot and he just needs to practice with it.
For almost all new clubs, man, I almost want to get a book. Take it to the range, be like, how was that 3/4 swing?
That's how you should do it.
How was that?
I want to write a book. I want to go to a range, have a big, long, like 4-hour range day where I just write down all my all my yardages and take the average.
Shout out to the driving range right up the road because they use the app TrackMan Golf. You don't even have to write them down. They actually what's cool about the TrackMan Golf app, not a sponsor, is not only does it track it, you can select which club that you're using for the shot. So then it will record your shots with your 4-iron. And then you can be like, now I'm hitting driver. So then now you're storing club with hit and not just hit after hit. Like, oh, you drove the ball 300 with what? Well, a driver, you idiot. But then you can really, then you're like, I want to dial in at 150 with, like, what do I have to hit with 150? Okay, probably an 8 now. And like now I know my 8's a 150 just because I'm so strong now. I just swing the ball hard. That's it.
Yeah.
And I said that's why I always sailed it with a 7. And then I finally went to the range one day and was like, I got new clubs. So why can't I figure these motherfuckers out? And it's because they're good clubs. I spent that.
It takes a while to get used to them.
TaylorMade's not a sponsor, but I wish they fucking were, man. Check out the JT of Jayville Instagram. I had a professional photographer today, Cut the Savage. Now he took some good portrait shots, threw them up on the gram. Having a good time wearing our, not a sponsor, Duke's Well, almost a sponsor. Duke's Wells might as well be
at this point.
Yeah, shout out to them. But we had a great day golfing. Finished with a steak dinner. This was for charity. This was for the fire department in the local town. Steak dinner with some pasta salad and green beans.
Very, very mediocre.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Steaks were all medium well.
Yeah, and shout out to Earl for leaving early because I definitely ate his steak.
He did have two steaks.
I was hungry. I was hungry boy. But very mediocre. And then
I almost bought a hot dog because I was like, fuck, I'm still hungry. I don't want any of that though.
and then the raffle, the big raffles.
Oh yeah. I won a
ratchet set.
Yeah, ratchet set. I was 1 of 4.
One of
the blue tickets.
Yep.
Won a ratchet set, which is good because I have a big ratchet set and now I have a small ratchet set and I have the driver for both of them. So
yeah. As he's walking up with his mullet and pits,
some random dude was like, of course this guy won something.
Yeah. This guy's probably not even here to golf. Hey, we also saw an older gentleman. He'll probably never see this, so I will talk about him. And he was missing half his lower jaw.
Oh yeah, he had the.
So that
he had the crackhead jaw. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah. So I mean, like, don't chew tobacco. Something happens.
You don't always die from tobacco. Sometimes you just lose the jaw.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So kids, don't chew it a long time. If you gotta do it. No, but just
vapes on the other hand. Also terrible for you.
Super terrible. I haven't had one like for 3 weeks and it feels like forever.
I bet.
Yeah, it's great. But when we sat down for the raffle and stuff, we were watching St. Andrews, and over the weekend, this is Saturday already. What's sad is that Tiger Woods missed the cut, which is like,
it is disappointing.
The
sad part is that you're definitely like, after he won the Masters, I was like, okay, he's got a couple more majors in him.
Mm-hmm.
And now it kind of seems like he's tailing off, like he's riding into the sunset. I still think he can pull off a Masters or two. I thought the old course was going to be easier for him because of the way the layout is. I think, like, if he's going to win another major, where do you think it's going to be at? It's got to be Augusta, right?
I think the next one he wins is at Augusta,
I think so too.
and then he comes back and he wins the U.S. Open.
You think he wins the U.S. Open? Depends on where it's played at, I guess.
I think that the way that Tiger's playing right now, I base this off of nothing because I'm not a professional, but when I've seen Tiger's whole career and Tiger looks like he's still fucking hurting, but he's sick of not fucking golfing. And he spent all those years with a bad back and he had to get surgeries and he was out and he had surgeries and he came back and he got hurt again. And this time, freak accident, hurt his foot. And then he's like, I can play. I think I can win, but he's still hurting on the golf course. So I think when winter comes, he's not going to play any of these tinier events. He'll do some great rehab, hopefully. And hopefully 2023 Tiger comes back to Augusta and we see him make the cut and you see him golf tee off.
He wins me $10,000.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to put money on him.
And then we put it in for the raffle for the 2024 Masters.
Oh yeah,
because I definitely need to go to a Masters, man.
I would love to do that.
Future things that we might go to the Rocket Mortgage Classic.
That'd be fun. Make a little vlog out of that or something.
Yeah,
if we can.
Yeah, and then we're in talks of going to the Detroit Comic Con. So if you're a JT Show fan, look us up there. It'd be hilarious.
Oh, so before we get off the topic of golf, I got a couple of fun facts. So did you know that St. Andrews, the golf club, does not own the golf course?
No.
So they do not own the golf course. Instead, members use 7 of the public golf courses in St. Andrews that are owned by the St. Andrews Links Trust, which is compiled by 7 different entities. So there's like 8 golf courses out there that are public golf courses that are owned by the same trust. That trust is compiled of like 7 different companies or trusts or whatever the fuck you want to call them. So they own the club and there's only a certain number of people that are in the club. And then the people of the club of St. Andrews and all the other clubs that are around can use these public courses. And they also closed down St. Andrews, like the course itself, on Sundays, every Sunday. That way the residents can like go on walks and walk their dogs and shit.
Wow.
It's just like a normal park when it's not open.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts? It's like one of the most well-known courses in the world, and it's just not even like...
If I ever go to England, I'm going to go walk the course on Sunday.
But yeah.
I mean, yeah, same continent, same area.
But yeah, so you can just if you're out there and it's Sunday, it's closed. You can't play it, but you can go out there and walk the fucking links.
I would walk it. 118. I would get a scorecard and I would walk 118.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Just to be like, cool. And just take pictures of, this is where I've seen Tiger Woods shoot, and this is where the guy hit it up that huge bank.
Yeah,
and then there's the castle.
Maybe take a sandwich out there, take a couple of rips.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, the dude in the Air Force I knew hit it. Yeah, that's baller, man.
It's a sick story.
He planned it out for like 3 months.
Also, another fun fact: do you know why bunkers are called bunkers?
I feel like I've heard this from either David Faraday or on the tour, but I cannot remember.
So Scotland is where golf like originated from way back in the day. It's been played for a long fucking time. So they didn't intentionally make bunkers before. They played in their fields, like their farm fields. And the bunkers were where the cattle would sit and bunker down to get away from the wind. So they would all collect on the side of a hill and they would make a fucking divot. And when the cows weren't there, they would call them bunkers because that's where the cows bunkered down to sleep. And so that's where the fucking term bunkers come from. Because originally they didn't make them there. That's just where the cows would fucking migrate to sleep. Big old fucking divots in the ground. They leave. They'd be hitting out of the fucking dirt.
Yeah.
They made it sand now. That's why bunkers are bunkers.
Stupid.
It's where the cows sleep.
I wish there was. I don't think that's a great story.
It's not a great story. I just thought it was interesting.
No, I mean, like, that's a great fact.
Yeah.
But the reason why they call it was like that's a lame reason. Cows
bunker down.
That's a lame reason to call bunkers bunkers. That's not a lame history of bunkers, but that's just like, why just sell them that? Down, dude. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
It's wild.
That's so dumb. I just, that makes me mad.
Yeah.
Like, they could have, the shithole.
Also, fun fact about St. Andrews, Jack Nicklaus won there so many times that the club made him an honorary member, even though they don't accept new members. He wasn't a full-blown member, but he was an honorary member.
They don't accept new members. That's crazy.
You have to get into like legacy or some bullshit. I don't know. I didn't really look into how to get into it, but I know Jack Nicklaus was so good at golf. They're like, yeah, you can come play here
when you want.
Yeah, anytime, just come through.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right,
if I want.
Yeah, if I'm ever in town, I'll come win a major.
It's my dad's favorite. That's my dad's favorite golfer.
I wonder why.
Let's terrible.
Tag
do you want to go with the soda?
Yeah, let's run the
soda clip.
Soda clip. All right, so just like we did the beer, we're gonna do soda now.
So this week again, another variation of the cut stumpers. We're gonna try to see if you can tell the taste difference between Coke, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, and regular Pepsi.
Just that soda.
Now, last time came in full confidence. I thought I was gonna at least be able to get 2.
Didn't get a single
Got
goddamn
0. But this one, I fucking know. Okay, I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna get them.
I don't think you're getting them all.
I'm gonna get them all.
I don't think he's gonna get them all. I think he's gonna get maybe 1. I think he might get 2.
Gonna get them all. So Cut's gonna pour them into the cut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hide. Will it happen again?
Sorry, you decide you want.
That tastes like a Diet Coke. That one tastes like a Coke. That one's definitely the Coke. That one's a little tougher. I think that one's the Pepsi. All right. Let me go down the line.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right. I'm gonna go with this one, Diet Coke. This one's definitely a sugar drink. So this one's either got to be C or P. But that's like so sweet. This might be the maybe. All right. So I think this is Pepsi, Coke Zero, Coke, Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke.
Interesting.
Did I get them all wrong?
No.
Oh.
You didn't get them all wrong. So you said this one was
Pepsi.
Pepsi. So this is Diet Pepsi.
Damn.
You said this one was Coke Zero.
Yeah.
That's Pepsi.
Damn.
You said this one was Coke.
Yeah.
That's Coke.
Yeah, it had to be Coke.
You said this one was
Diet Pepsi.
It's Coke Zero.
Fuck. Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. So you got Coke and Diet Coke, right?
Damn.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, we're good to go. Yep.
All right. Let's see what we have here. It's a diet something. It tastes like Coke. It could be any Coke product. I think this one's Diet Pepsi. Ooh, maybe that one's Pepsi and that one's Diet Pepsi. This one's Pepsi, I think. That one might be Coke Zero. That one's Pepsi. So I think these ones are the diets, but all right.
Final answers?
Yeah, final answers. So
all right.
Coke Zero.
All right.
Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, Coke, Pepsi.
All right. So Coke Zero, Diet Pepsi.
Damn.
Diet Coke.
That was Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, this is Diet Coke.
Damn.
Yeah. Diet Coke, Coke Zero.
That's Coke Zero. Wow.
So, and then Coke, Pepsi, Pepsi.
Oh, so I know
those.
that I knew as soon as I tasted that one, I knew that one was Pepsi.
We can taste the sugars.
Interesting.
But it's so you nailed the which ones were diets.
Yeah.
And you knew the sugar snacking taste of Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I drank Pepsi my whole fucking life. I was
hoping
that was the one I wanted to get.
Dude. We got to do Pepsi.
So we
Coke,
both went 2 for 5.
RC. Yeah, 2 for 5.
That's interesting.
I feel like I could do better.
I feel like I could too. Like that was a little easier. That was way easier than the beer one.
We can call it here and we can just run another one for funsies. If you want to.
Fuck. If you want, we can.
I'll run one more just to
right.
just for fun. But yeah, hey, sending it back to the JT Show studio.
I guess.
Bye. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Very interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the Pratt Daddy Express. I got my little cuz. What's up, blood? Other little cousins. And we putting some damn fish in the boat tonight. Got the red lights, 64 combined 1,000 lumens of light out here on Lake Conway, busting they ass. Busting they ass. Boats and hoes, bitches. This has been your Arkansas moment of the day. Whoop pig.
All right, so you just got done watching the soda clip, and there was 5 choices. There was Coke, Pepsi, Diet Coke, and Coke Zero for the choices.
You didn't do as good as you thought you would.
You know, I thought I would get at least 2 to 3. I was
you said you'd get all
5. Yeah, very kind. But the problem was, it wasn't. I could tell. I did guess Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah. Those ones were pretty easy. It was easy to differentiate which one was which. The diets, on the other hand, like
super tough.
Both the diets and the Coke Zero.
And the problem with the diets too is it's like I can clearly taste the sugars so well in Coke and Pepsi that I would bet probably my left nut 9 times out of 10 I could probably get Pepsi and Coke.
Yeah.
Coke and Pepsi.
It would be interesting if you had 6 altogether and there were 3 Cokes and 3 Pepsis. You'd have to guess which ones were which. I think I'd be able to do that one.
Yeah. But as soon as I hit the diets, no idea.
Yeah, no, the diets were tough.
And my fucking grandpa grew up, like I'd be 12 years old mowing his grass, be like, have a Diet Pepsi. And I'd be like, Jesus Christ, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, got water. He's like, I don't drink water. I drink 8 Diet Pepsis a day. And I'm like, Grandpa, I'm like 11 years old. And I'm like, here's some hot tamales. I'm like, I need food.
I need nourishment.
We'll go to the truck stop. No, but Bundy Hill, that's where we ate at the truck stop.
Bundy Hill.
It's not bad for breakfast. It's mediocre truck stop food. You ever been to a truck stop?
It is truck stop food.
You ever been to a truck stop?
Once or twice.
Yeah, dude. Their truck stop food ain't bad. Truck stop breakfast is special. Is it not?
It's not good.
It's not great, but there's a place you're at a point in your life where you're having not regular truck tires, but when you're a regular person in society and you're
And you're
at
like,
a,
man, that tornado looks good.
yeah, or like you're traveling down the highway and you need someplace cheap and fast right off the highway and you hit
Walk in with $2, walk out with a meal.
yeah, dude, and you're just like, wow, that was the greasiest sausage that I've ever had to eat.
No
But
bun.
you'll never not remember that place.
Yeah.
Never not.
Good or bad.
All right. So the pop thing was a little easier than the beer thing overall,
Definitely.
but sugars easy, the non-sugars tough. So
I would say the beer thing was probably like a 9.2 out of hardness. Like that was tough. The soda thing was probably like a 6.5.
if you want to see us blind taste 5 things of any category, drop it in the comments. We might do a different like light beer category again. We might do heavies.
Heavies would be interesting.
We might change it up to do different styles of pop, lemon lime, for example. But if you want to see any, just drop it in the box down below. And I mean, we have fun doing it. And so
let us know. It's very interesting for sure.
Yeah. And to finish the show today, we wanted to bring you a top 5 list. This was Cut's recommendation.
Yeah.
Top 5 list of your favorite non-animated TV sitcoms.
Yes.
Lot on the board. I think it's going to be crazy talking about the ones we didn't select.
Yeah. So I think we should go from top to bottom.
5s and 5s. What I'm going to do
Well,
is
I think we should go number 1 down and then talk about the honorable mentions at the end.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down.
So in my number 1, I went with The Office.
My number 1, I went with The Office.
Really?
1.
Hilarious.
The Office.
It's so
timeless.
good. Like it. So like first time you watch through it, like once you get through the first season, it's after the first season's kind of tough the first time. And you get through the first season and you have to find everyday situations funny. Because it's not like some ridiculous situations. It's like everyday situations that are a little wacky.
It's like when you and your friends are so in click that like a stapler could mean something so fucking hilarious, and then someone around you who doesn't like pay attention to the shit, they're like, why is this funny? But when you invest like your seasons and you're like, haha, Kevin with the stapler, like you're just like, that's fucking hilarious.
So there's good continuity in it, and it's the rewatchability is a huge thing for me because I don't think I'll ever be sick of The Office. I could always put that on.
There's people out there too who say, I don't watch when Michael Scott leaves, which is fair, but I do.
I do too.
Because
you have to be true to form.
And the thing about it is too,
you're living in a fantasy land if you stop after
you mentioned a first time watch through the first season is fucking rough. But when you watch the series, you're like, I'll endure it.
Because you already understand the comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you understand that everyone is going to end up together who should end up together. So you just got to make it through the rough. But sometimes when you watch it, you get lost in the sauce. You've seen the episode before. Yeah. Like your mind does this little trickarooski where you're like,
some crazy shit happens and it hits you again. And you're like, oh.
And then you're like, oh shit, I that was great. And then you're about to watch another episode and you go to bed. And then you're like, wait, I already know what happens. And then you're like, I already knew what happened in the last episode too.
Yeah.
But there's those little things you miss in The Office when you remember what happens.
My favorite like subtle thing. So remember the episode when Ryan started the fire?
Yes.
So they did the big old thing. Ryan started
Dwight.
The fire. Yeah, Dwight did.
Yeah.
And then fucking Kevin had a funny joke to Ryan. He was like, "Oh, fired guy." And then Ryan got fired.
Yeah.
He said it again to him when he got fired. And then when he came back after Michael did like his own office thing, and then they came back and got rehired.
Yeah.
Kevin looks at him, like Ryan, and he goes, "Hired guy." And that is something you do not catch the first time you watch it.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah. He says, "Hired guy." He goes, "Good one, Kevin." And then that's the end of it. Like, it's just such a little like finite
character investment.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I didn't even notice that the first couple times I watched it. Travis noticed it like his second time watching through. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I think I've watched The Office, I don't know, an umpteen amount of times.
I know for a fact I've watched it all the way through about 6 times.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your number 2? I'm gonna grab another beer for myself.
The Office. No.
The Office is 1 and 5.
All right. My number 2 is That 70s Show.
Oh wow.
Because when I was growing up, I think that was one of the dopest shows that was on TV.
Where's the beer in the car if you want?
It's in the backpack. The guy's got a backpack, a beer backpack.
I do got a beer backpack. So That 70 Show is in my top 5. It's not. I have That 70 Show as an honorable mention.
Okay.
You have it at your number 2?
My number 2.
Oh my god.
There's something about Red Foreman. It's about putting his foot
It's
in your
good.
ass.
I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid.
There's the subtle. It's not the subtlety. It's just the character interactions that when Kelso's in the room, Red's gonna say some funny shit about putting his foot in his ass, and then Eric's always fucking up. And dude, and then
they're always smoking
Jackie
weed.
and Kelso. They're together in Ashton and Mia, and that is just the best. And they're gonna come out with that 90s show, which I hope is good.
I hope it's good too.
But overall, and Fez.
Oh, Fez,
Fez,
dude.
is great. And that was a show from like growing up watching it on FX Network. And my dad would sit there and watch it, and he's like, "Oh, this is funny." And my mom was like, "They're smoking weed," and my dad's like, "It's really funny."
As he's cutting his meat, I like how you're pantomiming the
because we watched it with TV trays. Because when my mom was gone, we got to bust out the TV trays and watch. Because my dad was like, funny. "You guys want to watch TV?" We're like, "Well, yeah, we want to watch TV."
My favorite Fez moment is his first Halloween with him. He dresses up as Batman. And they go to this lady's house and they tell him straight up, "Yeah, you go knock on doors and they give you candy." He's like, "Okay." And he knocks on this door and this lady gives him an apple. He's like, "Where's my candy, you bitch?"
Yeah.
And his little accent. And they pull him away. They're like, "We gotta go."
Candy, dude.
Yeah, so that's an honorable mention for me. My number 2 is How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, wow.
I really, really like How I Met Your Mother. I think it's not as rewatchable as The Office. It's still pretty good because you miss like random little fucking things. Like there's some weird fucking shit that you notice. Like there's one, it was like the episode that I think Marshall's dad dies. They do a countdown in the episode, like in the background to when it happens. They count down from like 99 all the way down to 0. With just like random shit. Like there'll be like a calendar in the background that has a number on it, or like a receipt that has a big number on it. Like all throughout the episode, they have like little innuendos of a countdown to when his dad dies. And it's just, there's so much weird shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right.
I haven't even seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I've only seen like 5-6 episodes.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good.
One of these days, I'm like I when I watched New Girl for the first time last year.
New Girl's a good one.
It.
New Girl's a good one. It's not even close to my top 5.
No,
it's good.
That's what I'm saying. Like everyone was talking about how great it was. Finally, was on Netflix. Blew through it. So
I remember we watched the last season together, and you were like, "That's it," because it was only like 8 episodes. You're like, "What the fuck?"
It was like we were over.
We plowed through the whole last season. You're like, "I thought we were going to be watching at least till tomorrow."
Yeah. What you got at 3?
My number 3 is Seinfeld.
Okay.
I mean, it's Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It's the OG. It ruled the fucking 90s. It was one of the greatest sitcoms on TV. I don't really think I have to say anything else about it. I mean, Kramer's hilarious, Jerry's hilarious, George is hilarious, Elaine's hilarious.
I love Seinfeld. I think there's nothing wrong with the first 2 seasons when they hit their sweet spots for 3 through the what was it? It was 9, 3 through 8.
3 through 8.
They hit their buttered bread through 3 through 8. The way that 9 ends, still a bad taste in my mouth. But I didn't write it.
Everyone says that, but it's like
fuck it, it's their show.
Yeah, they can do whatever the fuck they wanted. They can end it however they want. It doesn't matter. They don't have to.
I'm
do
more of
any
a romantic where I was
hoping.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have to do that.
Exactly.
It's whatever they fucking want. It's their own thing.
George is hilarious.
George low key might be the funniest character in the show just because of how fucking ridiculous he is. Like he's low key ridiculous. Like Kramer's outright ridiculous. Like Kramer's
crazy ridiculous. George is a person in every who
Kramer's like 5150.
George is a functioning person in everyday
George
society.
Is a functioning crazy.
Yeah,
he's ridiculous.